All right, good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about our grading policy and give you a chance to earn some extra credit. We're going to talk about 4 things here: how you're graded, why on Google Forms correct answers are incorrect, because I know that's frustrating, why we don't Zoom, and what I believe are best practices for this class. And at the end, I'll tell you how to earn 100 points extra credit just for watching this video. So here we go. How you're graded. First off, you'll receive 65 points just for completing the Google form or whatever I ask you to do. So off the bat, 65 points is credit. Turning in each assignment on Google Classroom allows me to keep track of what you're doing, and it also allows me to grade you on Google Classroom and then transfer the grades to PupilPath. It's also good to have 2 measures of accountability to make sure everyone's doing the right thing, myself included, right? Because it would be annoying if you had 1 grade on Google Classroom and then a different grade in scheduling. So how do the point totals actually work on Google Forms? The way I consider it, each question's worth about 5 to 10 points, depending on how many questions total there are. I think about this in terms of the number 100, right? So if there are 10 questions, and the lowest score you can get is a 65, I'm going to count those each question as about 3 to 5 points, depending on what it is, okay? And then the only way to get a 55 is to not do anything, which I will give you a DNS for. So if you don't hand the Google Classroom assignment in, either through the form or through Google Classroom, you'll get a DNS. If you hand it in the form and you get a DNS on Google Classroom, well, maybe you forgot to turn it in and I didn't see it and there's a mistake, and a quick email and a quick turning it in will fix that, no problem. So why are my correct answers being marked wrong? Before I get into this, I want to say I know it's frustrating and I know that you have been working hard to get the right answer, so I empathize with your frustration. I'm realizing that Google Forms doesn't mark correct answers for free response questions unless you word them exactly the way I type them. And the problem with that is that 1, you're not mind readers, and 2, I can't think of every possible answer. So if I write in the answer, let's use the percussion assessment, right? If I say name a percussion instrument that can be shaken, and you write a bell is correct. But if I didn't write that in as a option because I didn't think of it, then Google Forms will mark it incorrect. So how do we fix that, right? Well, I'm not a computer and I go over every grade. So I will read that response and then I will mark it as correct. Okay? So I think the biggest thing here is trust, and it's hard to develop trust through a screen. So just understand that I'm on your side on this one. So why don't we Zoom for class? Well, every day I work with students that come into school for blended learning. During the day, while them and you are in your Zoom classes, I'm in building moderating and making sure people can access their work. And then the other chunk of time, I'm moderating our Google Classroom, grading work, and creating content from the class. If you do feel the need to talk to me live, we can schedule office hours, right? We can schedule an appointment for as long as you need. And those hours are between 1 and 2 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right? And lastly, what are the best practices for this class? The best thing you can do in order to score highly on the forums is to watch the videos I post as supplemental material and use the slideshows that I make as much as you can. I like to highlight key terms just so you know where the important words are. And oftentimes when you see a highlighted term on the slide, there's going to be a question about it. So that's what I would think about. The second thing is, you can use Google as a search engine. You can use Yahoo as a search engine. If anything, I am asking you that you feel like I'm not giving you the information for, you got the world of the internet in front of you. So feel free to search and find correct answers. And thirdly is have trust and faith in that I will grade you fairly and discriminate between fact and opinion, as well as correct and incorrect answers, okay? I promise you that I am not going to give you a question that is my opinion. You can never know someone else's opinion, so that would be unfair. I'm going to keep things as factual as possible, as far as I know them. And I check everything that I use with Google, So a lot of the times there will be the sources to the slides linked in as well. So you can feel free to use those links in the slide to explore more. Okay. I hope this offers some clarity. If you feel like you need some more from me, please shoot me an email.
Good morning, teachers. We're going to let students up in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. Have a great day.
So if you feel like you need more clarity from me, please send me an email. If not, and we're all good, there'll be a Google form attached to this. You answer that Google form, and I give you 100 points extra credit, and that'll boost your grade for the other stuff. I'll have review videos for the orchestral evolution and the percussion video coming this week. And if you watch those, they will also be opportunities to earn extra credit. I hope you're all doing well. Stay safe and healthy. Peace.